SAO Art Online Ordinal Scale. It actually just premiered in the US and also in some places in North America last night. Hopefully by now you gotten a chance to check out my review on it. If you haven't, definitely check that out. But for this video, we're talking about the post-credit scene. At the very end of the movie, hopefully you stayed, it said, SAO will return. So this is pretty much the SAO Season 3 confirmation that we've all been waiting for. The big question on everyone's mind is, where exactly does SAO go from here? So right here, by the way, spoiler warning. I'm going to be getting into pretty light spoiler stuff for the Alicization arc. This Alicization arc being the next arc that's coming up. So about that post-credit scene, I'm talking about the stuff before the big SAO will return shot. There's really three key main things taking place here. First off, the Augma scientist Dr. Shigemura managed to escape jail. Lucky little bastard. So of course this guy's going to be involved in the following season. Which is also pretty interesting because I don't remember a Dr. Shigemura in the novel. But anyway, second key thing. More important than him is a person who actually helped him out. And now who also happens to be the person that he's working for. That being none other than Seijiro. Yeah, remember this guy? We first saw this guy in the SAO Extra episode. He was later more involved in the second season GGO arc. I'm sure a lot of us saw him at first and thought that this guy might be a shady character. When the group first meets him, he tells them that he's working for the government. What he conveniently never mentions to Kirito's group is that Seijiro was actually one of the original 1000 beta SAO testers. Yeah, this guy was in the same group that Kirito was also in. What's interesting is that he went down a different path than Kirito. Seijiro was actually deeply inspired from what he saw in the SAO beta game. Instead of later going to join the full game, he instead started working on Project Alicization. Now, finally, the key third thing, Wrath. They managed to slip that in there. So what exactly is this Wrath thing? Well, it's actually related to Seijiro and what he's been really involved in. To put it simply, Wrath is this mysterious company that's working with the Japanese government and also Japan's self-defense force. Seijiro is actually a lieutenant colonel for the Japanese self-defense force. The goal of this company, Wrath, is to develop and vastly improve Japan's weapon technology. At the same time, they're also trying to improve Japan's outdated defense tech. So now, where does Kirito come into all of this? You might already have a good guess. It involves Seijiro. Wrath happens to hire Kirito to test out their 4th generation full dive system. This latest one that they're working on, or have been working on, is called the Soul Translator. You might be wondering, how is this one different from the previous full dive systems? I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it simple and say that, instead of like the other full dive systems that are connected to a user's brain, this new Soul Translator connects directly to what's considered the human soul. Anyway, I'll go ahead and stop here. This was just a little teaser for you. Now, there's two main questions that remain. When is SAO Season 3 coming out? And just how is SAO Season 3 gonna be made? I'm gonna explain what I mean by this soon. The director for the SAO series and movie mentioned that they just completed the movie 1 week before it was released in theaters in Japan. I'd be really surprised if they're heavily deep into Season 3. Most likely, if they've done anything for SAO Season 3, it's in very early pre-production stages. If I had to take a guess, I could see an official announcement for Season 3 coming out later this year. And by official announcement, I just mean some type of visual graphic that says it's coming out in early 2018. So yes, unfortunately, I don't see SAO Season 3 coming out this year. You could also bet that if the SAO Ordinal Scale continues to be a big hit, they might announce this even sooner. They might even plan to announce it at the Anime Expo this year. I'll definitely be there. Now for the second important question. Just how are they going to go about making SAO Season 3? SAO Art Online Season 3 is going to cover the Alicization arc, also known as the longest arc in the SAO series. So just as a refresher, SAO Season 1 covers the first 4 light novels of the series. This includes the Ikrand and Elfin arcs. SAO Season 2 covers the next 4 light novels. This includes 3 arcs, GGO, Caliber, and Mother's Rosario, which is probably my favorite arc. Now for SAO Season 3, and possibly SAO Season 4. This one covers the Alicization arc. I really meant it when I said that this arc was long. The Alicization arc covers 10 light novels. That's right, fricking 10. This means that it's longer than SAO Season 1 and SAO Season 2 combined. If you think about it, it could be the lengths of SAO Season 1 and Season 2 combined if you also add in that extra episode and the movie. So what this means is that I could really only see the Alicization arc being at least 50 episodes. This is why I brought up the how part earlier on. Just how are they going to make the Alicization arc? Let's also try to keep in mind the business part of it. On the one hand, this Alicization arc needs to be 50 plus episodes. The thing is, I just don't see them making a 50 episode season, not without a break in between. Let's keep in mind that the A1 studio is the one making this. So far, the only super long series they've made has been Fairy Tail. You could go ahead and debate about the quality about how that series turned out. All 50 episodes in 1 year might lead to an overall lower quality SAO season, and no one wants that. More importantly though, from a business aspect, I just don't think it makes much sense releasing the rest of your most popular series all in 1 year. Just think about it. If they did all of Alicization in 2018, that would mean that the anime would have practically caught up to the source material. After that, there's not much else they could do except wait. Unless of course they wanted to do another movie. So here's what I see most likely happening. SAO Season 3 was going to be released sometime in 2018. It's going to have 24 or 25 episodes. The Alicization arc is going to have some break in between. Then, either next year or in 2020, SAO Season 4 is going to come out with the rest of it. If they do split this up, I really hope they don't make us wait more than part of a year. But anyway, how do you think they should handle SAO Season 3, the infamous Alicization arc? Should they do all 50 episodes in a single year? Or break it apart for the sake of a higher quality series? For either one, make sure you let me know why you think it's better. Please be sure to give a thumbs up to this SAO video, especially if you're a huge SAO fan. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel. There's new anime videos every week, and I'll see you guys later.